Showtime. Good morning, precious. Oh, Brandon. Morning, Brandon. Brandon's here, guys. Brandon's here. He ain't working. He outside. I'm about to tell the manager. I'm telling. So how you doing, baby? Welcome to Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. Hey, baby girl. Oh, I'm loving that hair. Oh, yeah. She brought it this morning, y'all. You don't know. She brought it this morning. I'm going to have to let y'all see her. So how y'all doing, baby? How was your weekend? Was it okay? Did you make it? You here? You with us today? Amen. Amen. Yes. Happy to see you. And when I tell you, when I say happy to see you, I mean that in so many different ways. Hey, Audie. Hey, Ricardo, boo. You ain't calling. Call me now. Call me. No, don't call me now, Ricardo. I'll call you later, baby. So how you doing, baby? Yes, I know. But I meant that when I say happy to see you, boo, because somebody didn't make it. Yeah, somebody didn't make it this morning. They didn't. So, hey, did you thank them? Did you thank them when your feet hit the floor? I know. It's such a wonderful feeling to know that you were chosen. I know. That should get you through your whole day. Well, it get me through mine. Yeah. We are not the same. We are not the same. So, y'all, today I wanted to piggyback off of Saturday. Yeah, y'all got that bonus in Saturday. I want to piggyback off of Saturday. First, nobody in here. Calm down. Calm down. Nobody in here. Y'all know I wear my mask. I wanted to add on to my list. Remember I gave y'all 3 things of how I turned the monsters into men? Respect was a big thing. Yeah, I know. I know. How could one muster up such respect for a monster? I know. One would be, I never allowed the little girls to say anything bad about their dads. If they were angry with them about anything, I helped walk them through their anger so they were no longer angry. And you can take that as the same or 2 different ones. Because normally when they was talking bad, it was when they was mad. So you can put them together or take them apart. Yep, I never allowed them to say anything bad. I corrected immediately. Nope, you're not going to say that about that man in my presence. No, you will not. And I always diffused the situation as best I could if they were ever mad at them about anything. And then I would take it a step further and notify the dads. Here come Brandon, he coming in now. I'm about to tell. I'm telling. Brandon, say hi to the people. They've been asking about you. Oh, he said, oh my God. He just walked past y'all. See, I ain't do. Brandon down already went Hollywood, people. We ain't even there yet. You understand? That's how people is. That's how they is. Normally he all in the camera like this, like, you know. Make it, speechless, y'all. But today, today he was on something else. It's okay. Brandon all Hollywood, y'all. So anyway, y'all. Anyway, y'all. Oh, he say he don't know what to say. I'm gonna take that one, dear Brandon. I do leave people speechless. I'm gonna take that one. What up, Kevin? How you doing, boo? So yeah, guys, those are two or one. One thing that I wanted to add on the list. I know I had two situations where the baby had raised her voice at her dad over the phone, and I checked her right then and there. I felt like that was establishing some type of form of respect. Like, you're not gonna raise your voice at him. No, you're not. Yep, I did that. So I wanted to add that onto that list. So now that we've covered how I turned the men into monsters, no, the monsters into men, I wanted to stay on that for a minute, because remember how I'm always saying your job is to make sure that baby loves and respects the other parent? I've given you 4 things that I did to make sure that happens. And it did. It worked. Now, another thing I tell you, that shit got to be on both sides. Oh, excuse me, it's a Christian show. That got to be on both sides of the gate. Yes. Oh, fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Yes. You see how much care and effort I put into making sure my daughters respect they dads. Now, just imagine if that was going on the other side. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Think about that for a minute. There is no way I should be going through what I'm going through with my baby. Okay. And if everything that I did was done on that other side, oh, fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Oh, fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Oh, I love your hair, baby girl. Oh, my God. Yo, I went gay for 2 minutes. I love your hair. It is so cute, y'all. I ain't gonna put her on blast, but she got the little rhymes in it and the little waves. Yes, I'm feeling it. I am. All right, y'all have a good day. Brandon was outside. Okay. Yeah, I'm snitching today. Yeah, guys. Ooh, I didn't mean to. Yes, think about that for a minute. What if that was being done on the other side? Hey, Sylvester, how you doing, boo? Yup, I know that part. That's the part that I can't understand. Like, I'm thinking, if I'm going through all of this, and if I did, I'm thinking it's being done. I swear to you. Oh my God, in my wildest dreams, I wouldn't have never thought that the same thing was not being administered on the other side. There's no reason in my mind to think that wasn't being done on the other side. So let's just break this down. Out of the things that I told you yesterday, what were some of the things that I told you yesterday? Y'all know I'm old. Help auntie out. I know one of them was when I said, let's start. I know I'm going out of sequence. Maybe one of them, I know one of them was, God dang it. Not talking bad about dads in front of the children, especially in front of the daughters. Never talking bad about them. What if somebody on the other side was doing the same thing for me? What if the grandma didn't make the comment she made when she said, your mama ain't never here anyway? Or what if, let's say instead of saying anything, maybe they could have talked about some of the things that I did do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe instead of talking about the bad, maybe it was a couple things they could have talked about. You know, if they did want to talk about me, let's see, let me pull up one of them. One of them, they could have talked about me taking care of my little brothers when my mom passed away. Yeah, I was young. I was in my early 20s. I lost my mom. And I raised my two younger brothers. I don't know too many. Yeah, all my friends was off at college. Shit, I was thinking about paying a mortgage. I was, you know what I'm saying, making doctor's appointments, attending T-ball games, you know? So it's like, yeah, my life, they could have talked about that, yup. They wanted something else to talk about. They could have talked about the youth program. They could have talked about my little brother, when I got him, the behavior issues that he had, and they could have talked about the fact that there weren't any prevention programs here in the city, so I created a youth program to not only help him, but help other little brown children in the city go through a situation where they know the consequences of their actions through the program, so they'll know not to want to go down that road. Like, they could have talked about that. Maybe they could have talked about my book. No, they probably wouldn't want to talk about the book. I didn't put a bright light on them in the book. But it's still a book. I'm still an author. Yeah, they could have talked about that. Maybe the radio show. If they just want to sit around and discuss me, they could have talked about the radio show. Considering that the show is basically promoting black-owned businesses and putting a spotlight on our city and trying to help black people spend with black folks and help us. Yeah, we talk about a lot of that on the show. Like, they could have talked about that. Yeah, in my mind, I don't think they should. You know, they should have been talking bad about me. Yeah, because I never did that. Give credit where credit is due. Not looking for. I wasn't looking. I don't want no pats on the back. Like, nothing that I've done is nothing out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? So please don't think that I think that when I tell y'all I go to games and this and that. All the parents go to games. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of parents that do exactly what I did as a parent. So I never think that it's just I do it though. You know what I'm saying? So no, not looking for no credit, but it would be nice that instead of taking credit away, give me something. You know, that's if you want to take something away. If you want to say I don't do this and I don't do that. If you want to dwell on what I don't do, please put in what I do. And that probably would give credit. You know, if, you know, do that. If that would have been done on the other side, maybe that would have, my situation wouldn't be, you know, the way that it is. What else did I do? The respect. The respect. The fact that I've done things to make sure my children respected their dads. Like when she hollered and I checked her, they were on the other end. I know. So you heard my voice. Correct her and let her know what was going to happen if I heard it again. I heard it a second time, but that second time I kind of buffed up a little bit to where she know it better not be a third time. Yeah, because I never put hands on her. Out of all the children, that's the only one that didn't get hands put on her. Yep. So never abusive. Never put hands on. Yeah, but when I heard it that second time, I did have to boss up a little bit just to let her know. Put a little bass in my voice just to let her know, Mama will touch you if I have to. Because you're not going to disrespect that man. That's your dad. You'll never raise your voice at him in my presence. I don't care how I feel about him. Yeah, every time I see him, a little voice goes off in my head and says, finish him. But she would never know that. Because that's not her fight. That's not her battles. That's not her feelings. And that's another thing. And I guess that would go into talking bad. I never interjected my personal feelings into how I personally felt about him to the children. About them to the children. Because it wasn't no reason. It wasn't no reason. Like I say, physically, both of them was physically abusive to me. So I've never witnessed them physically abuse them. So it was no reason for me to even talk about that or bring that up or interject that in any of our conversations. So I didn't. Because that would have just been dwelling on my personal, trying to paint him in a bad light or paint them in a bad light. So I would never do that because children would find out on their own. I know. Yeah, they'll find out on their own. So like with one dad, the daughter witnessed it. Not with me, but with his spouse. So I didn't have to tell her that he will touch you if he have to, touch the women that he's with if he have to, or feel the need to. She witnessed that. You understand? And with the other one, I never talked about, but I should have talked about a lot of the mental abuse that I suffered. Because it was not only physical, it was also mental. So I should have been more guarded and more on top of the possibility of manipulation and mental abuse when it came to the baby. And I was real laxed about it, and I wasn't. I should have been more on top of that. And I probably would have been able to counteract a lot of stuff before it was even spoken. So yeah, guys, it got to be done on both sides. Your job is to make sure that that child loves and respects that other parent. And the only way that's done is if the same thing that I told you I administered would have been done on the other side. If that would have been done on the other side, there's no way possible. And I know you're probably in the same situation. There's no way possible your child wouldn't love and respect you if that other parent was doing what you were doing. If you were doing that. If you were doing that. Because some of y'all just, when I talk to these parents in the programs, it don't seem like nobody's doing any of that. Any of that I'm doing is not being administered on either side. And that's the sad part. And that's the scary part for me, because it don't be just one family meeting. I have meeting after meeting after meeting. Our meetings last about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And then I'm taking a few minute break to just regroup. Hey, Toot, good morning, babe. What up, Jayhawk? I take a few minutes in between the meetings to just regroup. And then I go into another one. So it's like meeting after meeting after meeting, it's like the same thing, same scenarios almost, you know. And it's scary, the fact that we've raising our children like this. And then not only that, but it's always the parents is never together. The parents is never together. Or I don't service no child where the parents are still together. I have not. In the 16 years that I've been doing attitude adjustment, from the Wayne County Jail, doing a Dose of Reality tour, all the way up until now, I have not yet serviced a child through my program that's come from the product of two parents still being together. They've called my phone. We've talked about the issues. I was able to help them get a timeline to go back and find out what the problem was. And they was able to fix it. Just that simple. They didn't have to go through the whole process. They didn't have to go through our family meeting. They didn't have to go through the jail tour. They ain't have to get no follow-up. And they definitely have to get no nothing. I think it's something to that. So yeah, guys. Gotta be done on the same side. And that's it, y'all, for Coffee and Conversation. When you get a moment, go to my YouTube channel, hit subscribe. It's more videos like this. Yes, and a lot of them is more entertaining. I know today took a sad note. Yeah, it wasn't on the high end today, and it's Monday. But I hope it get better for you. It's all good for me. As soon as my feet hit the flow, it was on. The party started. Amen. Fix it, Jesus. So, y'all, I'm out. Let me shoot some waves if I missed you. I hope I didn't. Ooh, it was a lot of y'all on. Hey, Andrea. Hey, James. How you doing, boo? What up, Derek? Superhero in the house. Okay, y'all. I think that's it. I know I be trying to speed out. What up, Cordell? I can never exit gracefully. I'm out, y'all. Mwah.